everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And hello there. Oh my god, you were here before me. Oh no. Oh no. You're going to see my non-existent intro. Hello, hello. I hope everyone had a really nice week. I am a bit sick, so I'm going to try to keep the background music a bit low because I'm not sure how well I'm going to speak. And I am going to try not to cough in your ear. I haven't done the last stream. Super. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That also sounds very expensive to replace, though I do hope you're okay. And that you can at least salvage part of it, maybe? I don't know computers. I only know what I'm not supposed to touch when it comes to computers. And, oh, I mean, like, 1 minute of silence for the PCU. Only 9 euros? I mean, still, if you have to replace something. Like, was it at least time for it to go? Or did it just self-combust, like spontaneous combustion style? Oh no, I mean that still sounds horrible. I'm sorry this happened to you. Oh, you just died. Okay, it's not funny. It's not funny, and yeah, I do hope it gets fixed, like it gets resolved soon. You know, that just sucks, honestly. Also hope it wasn't. Honestly, I have been having this weird like cough for the last month, and it usually doesn't happen to me in winter. I just get like, hello Kaz, welcome, welcome, welcome. And it usually doesn't happen like this. I usually get like sniffly for a month. This time it's a weird cough, so I might sound a bit weird, and again, I'm going to try not to cough into the microphone, and also like if I sound a bit off, that's why. I am being medicated. I am self-medicated or whatever. It's just a cold, but it's annoying. So, you know, I apologize for the weird voice. Sorry. I apologize for this. So, anyway, it was a messy week. You sound a bit frozen. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Thank you. At least no headache. Yeah, I am somehow avoiding this. I think if I get like the full blown out like flu, I barely managed to avoid this like a few weeks ago. If I get that, I'm just going to be like bedridden for a few days. But I am fine. I literally feel like it's the word. It is, especially like if you're doing something important and all you want is to sleep in a dark room for 15 hours and you can't because the world exists, which honestly, the worst. And also, like, to fight actual headache, if it's part of the flu, you need to get like a ton of medication in you and just hibernate for a week. But no, I'm fine. It's just like my throat and my voice. I do have the cough drops. I have the stronger stuff for after the stream and stuff. And yeah. Anyway, I do hope everyone had at least like a semi-decent week. Maybe it's time for winter sleep. If I could afford it, I would straight up hibernate from October till May. Trust me, like, if it was an option, I would definitely sleep for like full 3 months. I don't even care. Like, I know it's like, you know, it's my name and it's my birthday and it's supposed to be my season. I freaking hate winter, my guy. Like, I hate the cold. I am not made for cold. I mean, I'm also not made for extreme heat, but I'm not made for cold. It's like I went outside today for half an hour to get my monster, just because apparently if you were kind of like appeared in a like house type liminal space, you can't like cross into the commercial buildings, which I think it's BS, but you know, whatever. So, you know, if I need to actually go to like a supermarket or something and I don't want to steal from someone's fridge, I have to actually go outside. It was freezing. It was actually ridiculously cold. And it's not even the coldest it's going to get here. It gets much, much worse. Where do I complain? Like, I want to file a complaint, official. Anyway, the plan for today is, I was actually going to play something, and then like my friend was like, don't you have 5 games started already? And I was like, I was going to say you're exaggerating, but it's literally 5 games. So we're going to keep going with the Excavation of Hobbs Barrow. It is to those who haven't seen it, it is a point and click pixel style like mystery puzzle type of thing. It just looks kind of old. It's actually from this year. I'm going to try to keep the unsay so comments to myself, because the guy who made it actually like replied to one of my tweets about it and like how much he hoped I enjoy it. And all I did for the last 2 streams is like make weird jokes about everything in the game, so I feel kind of bad about it. And also, I'm not very good at puzzle games, so you know, I'm going to have to ask you to be patient, because last time I spent full half an hour walking around the entire thing, and then I totally didn't look a guide for that specific point. Hello Marky, we're back to playing the Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, you know, that thing where I spent almost 40 minutes last time running in a circle, and I totally didn't check a guide, you know. Don't worry, it was the crab's fault. Thank you! Yes, he remembers. I wish he didn't. Yeah, it was definitely the crab. The crab which shouldn't have been there. I still say that. The crab was not there last time I played. It was ridiculous. Anyway, we blamed a non-existent crab in this small English village. You know, no offense to the English, but I'm about to be sacrificed in England. You know, last time I was there, I didn't even get sacrificed. It was such a pleasant time, and this time everyone hates me. Anyway, enough waffling around. I hope everyone has a nice warm beverage, or cold, whatever you prefer. I have, what do I have? I have Monster Juiced Monarch. It's just... What fruit is this anyway? What is just a fictional country? Sacrifice for beans already? No! Guys, don't talk about beans. I freaking hate beans. They're the worst. I don't get how people put them on anything. What's left for bread? That's just weird. Like, they have some nice food there, but beans? Why? Anyway, I have Monster Juiced Monarch, the one with the butterflies, which is, I won't tell you what flavor it is, but it's written with pale yellow words on pale pink can. Why is it written in Greek? Oh my god, I'm so blind. Anyway, it's very fruity. It tells me to unleash the beast. I'm not sure if I should be concerned about this, but does it say what it has? Okay, so it has a peach and tangerine. No, it's not. That's not tangerine. That's the naked peach. So I have a monster that's the flavor of like a regular peach and also the shameless peach. So we're up for an experience, if you will. Anyway, I am just going to go straight into the game. Also, I think I need a new BGM because this is looping and it's starting to like get to me. So, if people are ready to watch me lose my mind while not using my brain properly, let's go to the Excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Whew. Oh, why is it so loud every single time? I swear. Like, it resets. Like, it resets the sound every single time. I swear. But I can't count the pixels on it. Yeah, and like, this game is from this year. It's from... Can you go... Oh my god. There we go. This game is from this year. It's from 2022. It was made purposefully to, you know, be like that. And so here's what we know so far for like the people who don't know what's happening. We're in the small English village of forgot its name. We're a grave robber. I'm sorry. I don't know what was that. I'm telling you, my throat broken. We are an archaeologist. Ooh, that was weird. And we are here to excavate a barrow, which I didn't know what it was, and then I googled it, and then I thought I knew what it was, and then there was one in the game, and I realized I really don't know what it is. So, you know, we're looking for a totally not an ancient grave to rob, and we have to do this, and nobody here in this small village wants us here. My boy toy assistant was supposed to send me some money by the post. He didn't, the bastard. I'm going to punish him when I get home. My phone is making weird noises, but I'm going to completely ignore those. And also, we are totally not a lesbian looking like this in the Victorian England. What was that accent? I apologize. Anyway, so this is, I think, day 2. Day 1 took me like 2 streams by 3 hours. You know, so this should tell you what we're dealing with. Okay, so also you can kind of like pick some things. Anyway, let's just what is this? Book. I thought it was a mousetrap.
What's this?
It literally is a book. Also, our name is Thomasina, which, why would you do this to a child? Open it. Yeah,
There's a strange stone strapped to the cover.
I need to get the volume down. Wait. Was that a sheep or a cock? Anyway, moving on. Day 1. Arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. Locals actually hate me, but okay. I'm to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. I will be dead by day 3. Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife and wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have failed to conquer this bout of illness. Also, this is the diary of someone who was trying to dig up the grave before me. Okay. Also, why am I touching my keyboard? You play this without a keyboard. Okay, so we're on day 4, if I remember my Roman numerals. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel with this excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them headfirst. What dangers? You know, aside from ancient curses, new curses, ancient gods, new gods, etc. You know, if you have seen any like TV series made by based on like Neil Gaiman's books, you would know that there's a lot of things just waiting to curse you. We're prepared. I also saw a local wise woman yesterday. Wise woman? Why? She provided me with a tincture for my beloved nausea gravidarum. I cannot read. I am sure she shall be pleased with it upon my return. If you return, because I don't think anyone's returning home. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. My guy, you are high as hell. High as hell. Those are some impressive mushrooms you had there. Nature's laws hold no meaning here. But I clutch my tablet with knowledge that it shall end this. Me playing a gacha game. Like, no. Science. Okay. Science. We found the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. Words. All eyes must face toward the 7th Archontic. Isn't that just like the plot of Genshin Impact? just, I'm not even trying to make the Genshin references, okay? This is like, all eyes must face towards the 7th Archon. This is literally the plot. Oh my god. Anyway, when the sun and 2 moons meet, the Guardian shall be defeated. Can you be more obscure? I almost understood something. A dead language reveals the path. Why is it in red? Jackson Young playing Genshin right now. The plot thickens. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Oh, okay, don't do that. Reveal thyself to me. Please do not reveal thyself to me. I don't need that right now. I hear a whisper. Not once. Again and again. I will pour out my spirit. No, don't pour it out. Just drink it. Why are you wasting alcohol?
It appears to be a journal. Full of hogwash.
So, Masina, you're the worst.
I recognize the handwriting. Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
Oh yeah, okay, first of all I need to get her voice a bit down because it's too much. And I imagine if it's too much for me, I can imagine it's a bit too much for you too. So we're just going to get it down. There's just like subtitles anyway. Right. There we go. Okay, what do I have? Journal, stone. I have a worm. I still haven't decided what to do with the worm. Yeah, by the way, I have a worm. Also, something you might be seeing right now. The game capture, for some reason, literally doesn't capture properly. I tried fixing it in a few different ways, but it just doesn't work. Literally, the only way I can get this to work is if I have a second camera straight up pointed at my monitor. The game capture just doesn't catch the whole inventory, so you're only seeing like half of the inventory right now. You're seeing the bottom part of it, but there's like an actual inventory up there, so I apologize that you can't see it. You can just see the words as to what things are. And yes, I do have a worm, and apparently I consider it too cruel to feed it to the chickens, so I'm just carrying it in my pocket, as you do.
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman?
Oh god, the accent. It's like I'm back in like the people I sometimes work with.
That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
Oh yeah, he made me sing last night. Sheesh. I'm glad nobody get to hear that, because you don't need that in your life.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better.
Hangover.
I take it you slid this journal under my door?
Nope.
I beg your pardon?
He's so offended. He's like, I'm sorry, what the hell is wrong with you?
The journal, Stanley.
Why does she sound like she's about to put a gun to his head?
I certainly did no such thing.
Well, who did then, Stanley?
Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
Mm-hmm. So who put it there, huh? The cat? Probably.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
Yes. Continue accusing Mr. Kemp. It must have been him. Relent. He might be telling the truth. Okay, I don't think he's telling the truth, for the record. I just don't think there's any point in antagonizing. Like, here's the thing, okay? I don't have any money. I am kind of paying for my stay here with a necklace I stole from the church. And he's letting me put all my food on tab, so I don't think I should antagonize him, because he can just kick me
sorry.
out.
I just don't understand how else it could have got there. What do you make of this stone?
Just check it at his head.
that's a funny looking thing.
That's a what?
It's got a cockerel on it.
It wasn't me who said it this time, okay? He said it, not me. Anyway.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
You've never seen a stone with a cock on it? Liar.
Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
That just sounds like a fancy way to say, I know you're lying, but whatever.
So, what does it say inside?
It has the entire plot of the Beam movie written backwards in Latin. It was really, really weird, I'm telling you. Show Stanley, keep it a secret.
I'd rather not say, Stanley.
Oh? Suit yourself.
Stanley doesn't care.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Dream. Pum pum pum.
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night.
I don't think he cares, Thomasina, to be honest. Like, you don't even pay him to bring you food. Do you honestly think he would want to be your therapist?
It was so vivid.
He doesn't care.
What were it about?
He's just being polite. Explain the dream. Do I want to tell him how weird my dream was? Yeah, let's freak Stanley
I
out.
was at Hobbs Barrow.
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Oh, yeah?
But everything was different.
Oh, yeah. What's this? Is this a canto? Can I steal it?
Great peaks soared in the distance.
You know, for someone who's supposed to be not very, poetic and stuff, she's really going for it.
And there was a creature.
Oh, that's rude.
A creature, you say?
Yes, a short, robed fellow. Eyes as black as pitch.
Mm-hmm.
It told me that my father had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago.
That's where he got the Egyptian curse and the scarabs. He wasn't actually in Cairo.
But something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape.
Only thing I must do is your closet cosplay. It's not even that good. Like, it was the first thing I've ever made, and it wasn't even that good. Like, it was hand stitched, and it didn't have any of the actual details. It was just like 2.5 parts. It wasn't that good, but like, it's nice of you to say that. But I know how good it was and how good it really wasn't.
It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Well, go look for it then, Thomas. Why are you bothering Stanley? He has a job to do.
Oh,
I love how all he says is like, oh. That's like that meme that goes like, when you're on the third but they're still talking. Like, that's literally what this is. Like, he's on his third oh, and she is still going for it. Read the room, Thomasina. This is
a
atrocious.
journal.
What?
You've had a premonition, lass.
What? I don't think it...
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense.
You're literally the one talking about that nonsense, Thomasina. Pick a side. Oh my god, girl. Make up
But
your
I'll admit
mind.
it's a strange coincidence.
What coincidence? Someone very Let's just try to hit on that guy. He's a bit old for her. I mean, like, listen, I'm not king shaming. If they're both consenting adults, they can do whatever they want. But I think he has a wife, actually. I'm not sure. Huh, weird. Like, she basically said, oh, this journal magically appeared in my room. And I was like, magic? What's that BS? Like, get it together. Oh my god. Also, she's like the least adventurous adventurer I have ever had the unpleasure meeting. Because she's like, yeah, I want to do this, but like she doesn't believe in the adventure spirit. That's what I'm telling you, she's a freak.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
I don't remember, that was like 2 weeks ago.
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
I feel like this is like, I have some idea what this means. But I also feel like they're using it instead of some like the worst vulgarity you can imagine.
Your dream reminds me of a story from my childhood. An old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
He really went from I have no idea what a barrow is to let me tell you all of the local myths about Hobbs Barrow. What basically that everyone pretends doesn't exist. Like I don't think. It's like, yeah, but I feel like the way they're using it is like. She's saying that. Wait, is my stream frozen? Okay, no, it's not. It was just my face. When your mother tells you not to make weird faces because it's going to stick like this, that's what she means. But I feel like if it was a real situation, she would be saying something much, much worse. But they're like, let's just keep it PG. Okay. Tell me about the folk tale which you totally didn't just make up, Stanley.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Even though Thomasina doesn't care about folk tales.
Well, when I were a wee boy, there would talk of a goblin.
I just... here's the thing. I saw something on YouTube yesterday, and now every time I see the word goblin, I get... like, my soul dies a little. Okay, it's not that bad, but like... And now I see it and I'm like, oh! Oh, but it's in your stream where I couldn't be here. Which one? On Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. I played, I tried to play like a horror game. It was very weird. Like, it was, again, this like type of pixel style, but it just didn't work properly. Also, what's with me in horror games that just like glitch out? Was the only one I missed. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. So then I played a story about my uncle. I was going to continue tonight, but I am cold, so I might do it tomorrow. So I did play a story about my uncle, which is a lovely, lovely, really pretty platformer, and yeah, it was really, really nice. It was very. I had some people here. It was very, very fun, and I might be working on it tomorrow or on something else. Or at some point I might just do like a what was it? I thought about doing like a handcam stream where I work on my book review, Because I write my scripts on, like, no, my PC is fixed, I can be here on stream. Thank you, thank you. Also, I'm glad you got it fixed, and like, I guess that wasn't too expensive. But honestly, when I see anything above like 30, 40, I don't care what it is, what the part is. I'm like, oh god. But yeah, I'm glad everything is working again. So yeah, I might at some point just do like a very chill handcam stream where I'm just like writing my notes in a notebook and like have some BGM in the background or something like this. But I think this tomorrow I'm going to go with one of the games which I have started already. It might be the story about my uncle, or it might be one of the other 4 things I have started. I can't remember right now. My brain is fried. Anyway, I am very glad you fixed the thingy and that you're back with us. Usually the price was save us. You have this coupon, so I think you have 50% honestly, that's a deal. That's a deal and a steal. So, you know, get it. Whatever works. Oh, okay. Now let's stop trying to be traumatized by the word goblin. Anyway, moving on.
They say he lived inside Hobbs' Barrow.
Don't tell me it's a cave.
Hence the name, Hobbs' Barrow.
Listen. I'm not going to say it. Why it's giving me the whiplash. And it's not even the fact that I know what it is, it's the fact how many people knew what it was. That was like, oh, you're going to expose yourself like this on the internet. I'm like, guy, you know that like this is forever. Anyway.
Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
You're so useful today, aren't you, Stanley?
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
You're an adventurer, Thomasina. You're supposed to be. Oh, she's so useless. Like,
Don't close your mind to such things, lass.
like I know your father got like cursed in that pyramid in Cairo, but like, at least he believed in what was happening. Not like you. God, girl, you're
Sure,
useless.
Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet
I'm
him.
pretty sure he's already dead, so I don't think he's going to be telling me anything.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
I'd be like, bye. I don't want to talk.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Who are you?
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
Uh-huh.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
He was like, but nope.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good day.
She's like,
Oh dear.
how do you have the audacity to speak to me?
His lordship won't be pleased.
Oh no, his lordship will not have his paper. What is he going to do over breakfast if he can't fill up his crossword? Oh no. Rich people.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
I mean, I know he has all those like strong, young, muscular men working the farm. So he can just go and like observe them. Can he just go? But I guess the man needs... Oh, fog.
I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs' Barrow
Uh-huh.
and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket.
What?
Poor thing is dead now.
Can I get some F's in chat for the worm? Because it's dead.
Rest in peace, Kenneth.
She even named it. I don't know, do I want to see it? Lady, what are you doing?
Good day.
And why did I have to go all the way behind her? I mean, you could just put it here. I'm going to check it after the stream. Definitely.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Why is everyone so rude? Oh my god, chill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd be like, fine. What do you mean setting up your stall? Isn't it like fog? Let me just check or something. It's like ridiculously foggy. Okay, and then wait, let's go back here and here and I mean, like, I didn't expect it to be that foggy. Usually it's just disgustingly humid, but not fog. It actually had less rain than I expected when I was there for a while. Because like I expected it to be super rainy and I was actually kind of excited about it, but no, it was just like humid. Oh, he's alive. Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty sure like that's a local like no, I know this is a local priest, but I'm pretty sure he's also the one leading the cult, which is going to murder me. So
Roach.
I also kind of like saved his life last time, so maybe he's going to make it quick.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
No, he's dead.
Don't get me started.
He dead. Perished. Deceased.
I'll take that as a no.
Here.
Indeed.
Journal. Okay, tell me about Lord Pantsless.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
Oh yes. A rather important fellow around here.
Mm-hmm.
His vast land holdings give many a steady employment.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to show him the journal because he's going to lie to me. I'm not going to show him the stone because he's going to call me a witch.
What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture.
Is this how they call it nowadays?
You're welcome to join us.
No.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
Not enough time for God? Thomasina, how
We will
dare
be at
you?
St. Edmunds, should you wish to join us later.
I mean, will there be free food? Because last time that lady refused to give me the free food, so...
Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Mm-hmm, okay. I feel like maybe I should have asked him about the things, but I also feel like he wouldn't be honest. Can I get in? Is there anything I can steal here?
The flowers have long since...
No.
A memorial. They stretch back.
What can I steal? I want to steal something.
I've no time for such things.
Can't steal anything. Because, you know, like, I was successful stealing here once and it helped me a lot, so it's worth checking to see if something doesn't pop up. Oh, by the way, those guys should be there with the...
Thomasina!
What do you want to church in first? What can I steal? Because it worked the first time. I found this necklace, which was like really heavy silver, and I'm basically paying my rent with it, so Stanley doesn't kick me out. So, you know, it's like it worked once. I'm sure like I would be forgiven, right? I should.
Good morning, Arthur.
Try in real life. I mean, listen. I have seen what the priests, at least in this country, do. Money-wise, so they wouldn't really miss it now, would they? Why am I being so familiar? Excuse me, this is Miss Bateman for you.
You look a bit addled. Are you feeling all right?
I look a bit what?
I am not used to drinking as much as we did.
Aye, my head is pounding.
Mm-hmm. You know what
To
else?
tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Why are you telling him? Okay, Thomasina, haven't you figured out that everyone in this village wants you either gone or dead or both? They're not on your side, girl. Like, get it together.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Why are you showing it to everyone? Are you dumb? The journal is a freaking warning, and you're showing it to everyone. No sense. No sense ever.
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
She's so dumb. She's so dumb.
Stanley must be playing tricks on you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here comes the gaslighting. Love
He
it.
swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
Why would he?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
I had a splendid time last night.
Just don't tell your wife. It will be golden.
I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur.
You have to know how this sounds.
Shouldn't you be manning the station?
Yes, Arthur. What are you doing here in the middle of nowhere trying to kill me?
The line is down.
What?
Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell.
Beauty.
No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
Yes.
For the time being.
You'll die here and the jackals will eat your bones.
Capital.
No. No, I don't want to tell him.
I
Okay.
wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Why does it take him 15 hours to read like 2 pages?
Writings of a madman.
What?
I don't disagree.
You have issues, Thomasina. I get you have daddy issues, but that's not the way to treat them, girl. You just get like go into therapy or like find yourself some like a stable job. That's not the way to solve your daddy issues.
Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You
What?
might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
Who?
Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
Oh, it's that lady.
A witch?
Aye. She might be able to help you with the symbols.
Why are we calling her mother?
Where can I find her?
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here. You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
Thanks, Arthur.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Okay, so we're going to find... I'm pretty sure the witch they're referring to is the same witch that the diary... What? Who are you? Ew, eyeballs.
Hello, dear.
Good day. I believe we've met.
Have we?
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
Grave robber.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
Oh, that's the rich guy she was thirsting over the first day. Gotcha. I remember him. She was so horny for him. I was like, girl, get some dignity and chill. We don't run after guys here. I mean, we don't run after anyone here, but you know.
James.
James who?
Are you a painter?
No, he is currently like doing calculations on a spreadsheet. He just does it with a paintbrush. What do you think,
You
Thomasina?
see this beck before you?
No. I'm blind.
Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls. I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest. Be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze. And out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises.
Oh no, he's a hipster. Come on.
I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist.
I just got home. Hello, Willow. I hope you had a nice present shopping.
What are you painting?
Purple.
A new world.
Purple.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished.
My man just put like 2 lines of purple and he's like, this is the new world. Okay.
Such a world is not complete without you in it.
What?
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
Naked. Sure, you know what? Let's go for
Why
it.
not?
Yeah, the rest of presents, but I got to switch up to get. I mean, that's still a lot of progress with the Christmas shopping, though. Good for you. Sounds like a very productive day. Okay, paint me like one of your French girls.
Magnificent.
So, do I take off my clothes here,
You should be
or...
the shining star of my new world.
I don't really have the time now, though. Perhaps later?
Prude.
Don't fret, my dear. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Capital. Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
No.
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina. What time do you like to rise in the morning?
He's a vampire.
How do you like your tea?
Hot.
What makes you happy?
Chocolate.
Well, I like to rise early and watch the sunrise.
With your husband, I'm sure.
First of all, he's my boy toy assistant. He's not my husband, because that would make him equal to me, and we both know he isn't.
No, I'm currently unentangled.
Yes, that's lovely. Mia. Well, that's it. It's nice that you sorted it out and you feel better now. So good for you. Take some time to rest tonight.
Such a view should be shared with at least a lover.
I didn't say I don't have a lover. I said I didn't have a husband. Big difference. I have a harem.
Do you deem yourself fit for this position?
Indubitably.
Get in the line, James.
But do go on. How do you like your tea?
Hot, with just a splash of milk.
No sugar, of course.
No sugar.
This feels indecent to observe.
It rots the teeth. Your smile is as dazzling as the Himalayan snow.
Oh, James.
James.
And finally, what makes you happy?
Spending time with my father.
Girl, he's trying to, like, butter you up. Why are you talking about your daddy issues? Oh my god. Read the
I should
room.
like to meet him.
He's like comatose
Perhaps you will.
when I kill you both. I mean, what?
And you, James? I propose the same queries to you.
Show some imagination,
All
girl.
in good time. My truths will surround you in good time.
Yeah, so he's one of the leaders of the cult, which is going to try to murder me, I'm going to guess. Leonard Shoulder.
Do you know Leonard Shoulder?
Do you know where he's buried?
A man of Bewley.
No.
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley.
He only cares for the women of Bewley.
Only for the visitors.
Yeah, because those are the sacrifices. Lord.
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
I'm pretty sure that's
A
him.
fine gentleman. Now that
Yeah,
is
that's him.
someone who
He's
commands
James
respect.
Pantless.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that.
James, you don't sound mysterious like this. You sound dumb.
But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Ask away.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
He was like, shall we discuss something more exciting? And I was like, bye! He was like, bye! Anyway. Wait, this is the end of this one. Okay, let's go! I think now that Kenneth is dead, Kenneth the worm, I can feed it to the chickens. Let's go. No, don't go in the church. There's nothing to steal there. We already checked that, Thomasina. We're wasting time. Okay, so what do I have? I have the stone, I have the journal, I have a screw. Okay, I have a chisel. Lantern. Trowel. Glove. My room key. And yeah. Okay, so, okay, let's head in this direction. I'm trying to remember what was where. I think in this direction is the barrow, so let's go and try to feed the chicken to the worms to the chickens. I'm pretty sure this is the bench that belongs to the mother of the guy I was drinking with last night, whose wife better not learn. Okay, let's not talk about feet.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon.
It's
Bolted onto the door.
okay, so can I knock on the door? Nobody's home.
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
Yeah, that's because he's dead, Thomasina. Where's my I threw out Kenneth? Wait, what was the point in picking up a worm if I literally couldn't do anything with it and then I threw it away? I thought I would feed the chickens.
No sign of any movement.
That was a waste of time. Okay, so let's go to... Oh, I know where we're going. Let's go to the forest, okay? And see where those guys were. Because we know they should not be there anymore because they were clearing out the path. I'm sorry, I can't speak today properly. I mean, I can't speak properly like any day, but today I'm being exceptionally bad at speaking. At least she has like proper footwear for the cold. Like she has the boot. No, yes, yes, I know it's locked. Thomasina, move it, girl. We have things to do. Like he just straight up ignored me. Wait, what's happening? Ah, another flashback.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father.
What?
Come on now, don't make him wait.
Why? I say he's good.
I don't want to.
Like,
Aren't you going to miss me?
no.
I hate you, Daddy.
What? Where is this coming from?
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I'm no lady.
I want to come with you.
You're like 5. Chill.
We've been through this, little bird.
Mm-hmm.
You can't come with me this time.
Or next time. Or next time. Also not next time.
But we'll go to Seaborough next month. I
Seaborough.
promise.
This reminds me of like when I saw the name of Edinburgh written down in like English the first time, and it looked phonetically like it should be pronounced the way it was pronounced in the country I was at as a child. And then the joy that is English pronunciation just slapped me so hard in the face when it was like, actually, that's not how you say that. So every time I hear something like this pronounced, I'm like, remember that time when you thought Edinburgh was not pronounced that? Like, fun times.
Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
You're a filthy liar.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
I couldn't do it properly. I'm not very good with noises, I'm sorry. Why am I getting flashbacks? I'm in the freaking forest. We have this weird bird here. This is where the priest almost died, but I saved his life.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Why are you afraid of a badger? What is it going to do? Eat your face? Oh yeah, they're gone. Okay, that's the witch. Shove it in... Is she about to shove it in her nose? Excuse me, Miss Witch.
Forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Are you my mommy? No, that was horrible.
Some call me that.
The other call her the witch. And also, maybe, probably are trying to burn her at the stake. But anyway, that's small
I
detail.
prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
No.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to.
Oh, were those Lord Pansley's strong young employees?
How's your sightseeing going then?
Excuse me, there's no need for that sarcasm.
Save your words, young lady. I know you're no sightseer, and I know exactly why you're in Bewley.
Please tell me.
Won't get far by lying to me again.
I'm sorry.
I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
What?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance.
What?
You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
Am I Harry Potter?
You knew my father.
Such piercing blue eyes he had.
Can you stop thirsting over my father, who I'm in a really weird relationship with?
What What a handsome young man.
Lady, you're making me uncomfortable. Stop. Also, for me to say that, you have to know you're getting older, like...
William.
Oh, she
He
was
was here,
so
in
thirsty
Bewley.
for him. Like, she was down bad for him.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind. 25 years by my reckoning.
Is this my actual mother, then?
But I'll never forget those eyes.
I was going to say something, but you know what? I'm going to keep it say so. You know, this is I am a say so streamer. I am a pure innocent person. So we are not going to comment on that because we're just nice that way. We don't do innuendos. We're just say so.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Ooh, oh, Samuel is the brother who got mad and then, yeah.
You must be jesting.
You must be jesting. Let's see.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
Yes. I mean, what? Tell me about...
How did you come to meet my father?
One might say I have a reputation in these parts.
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I'm sure it is very wholesome and pure reputation.
Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments.
Mm-hmm.
Wood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill.
So you poison everyone. Got it?
Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Insomnia.
Your mother was with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Oh, so that was my father's diary, which someone someone gave me.
Adam.
Who?
I made something to help her.
Who's Adam?
The journal. This was it belongs to my father.
Oh, that took you like way too long, Thomasina. Like, aren't you supposed to be smart?
What journal?
Whatever.
Take a look at this.
I'm just
Passage
giving it to
records
her from
meeting
like
a local
5 feet
wise
away.
woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me. I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting.
She just called me a bitch in her mind.
It's been so many years since I've seen it. Can you tell me anything about Leonard's shoulder?
Like maybe where he's buried?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they like worship too. I am sorry about this. Yeah, they worship two opposing deities, so like they don't exactly talk to each other much.
He's a nice enough fella.
He would be if he was alive.
I see.
Tell me about...
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
If you try to hesitate, shopping. No, that's the thing. No, see, I have how to say it. It's not even a condition. Just like a physical thing where I am like I'm not even permanently. I wouldn't call it tired. I'm just permanently like kind of tired, and I can also. Like, at any point during the day or night, it doesn't matter how much I have slept before or when, I can just straight up fall asleep. So, like, I could just be, like, at my most rested, energetic, etc., and I would still be, like, yawning and stuff, and that's just, I have the constitution of a slightly microwaved corpse, if you will. So... Like, you know, all of my vitals are really, really weird and low, and just like I'm not tired. I'm just that's my default state. Kind of tired is how I operate on like everyday basis. But it's not anything serious. Like it's nothing that's I'm just like that. But I appreciate the concern. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very sweet of you.
Binding magic.
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Yeah, because the goblin was going to eat him. No, don't think about that. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Hogwash.
Bullshit.
My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Tomasina, you have issues that are much more deeply rooted than just you not believing in magic. Maybe you need to explore all of the different emotions you're linking to your father and to his hypothetical presence in your life instead of calling people bullshit.
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do.
Thank you, Mildred. See? She's being serious.
Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so.
Liar.
He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after.
Yeah, he did.
Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
That's where my lips split. After excavation... Tell me
You
more.
never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
No, he went to Egypt where he got cursed. Or maybe he just got cursed here and he lied about being in Egypt. What else did he lie about? I mean, I'm going to guess a lot since like his daughter has this really warped idea about him as a person, and he was comatose ever since she was very, very young, so, you know, whatever.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
Nobody.
From memory, it were just the two of them.
With shovels digging a grave. Tell me about...
Charles Bryden mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
You don't have to be so, like, sarcastic. Tell me about Lord Pantsless, even though I already know who
Do
he
you
is.
know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
No, he has, we just don't know
You've never
him.
met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
He was just living on, like, goose liver and stuff, and they were like, give him some vegetables. But they're like, sorry, we're rich, we don't eat vegetables. So, you know. Tell me
The
about...
landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin.
No, don't say that word, please.
Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
Yeah, but they don't want to tell me about them, probably because I'm acting like a bitch, but anyway.
My thoughts precisely. Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker. I shouldn't enter uninvited.
She's not going to see me, right? She's busy picking
What are those berries you're picking?
purple.
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
You don't see. You really don't
Miss
see.
Bateman,
No,
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met?
no.
You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Well, the trucks are actually not available to be used, so, yeah.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow.
It was the goblins.
Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I promise I wouldn't.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Just lie! Like, what's wrong with you?
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
Yeah, I saw the
Must
villagers.
seek to understand the world by rational means, Ms. Walker.
You're horrible, Tomasina.
One cannot abandon reason.
I think I'm covering big part of the screen. Can you see the game okay? Because I can see that I'm taking like a big old chunk of one of the corners. Would you like me to move a bit lower so you can see the full screen?
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here this instant.
No.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Wait, let me just check something real quick. Something here, something here. Okay, we're fine. Oh God.
What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
And that's how all my issues began.
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
In Cairo. Or at least that's what he told us.
What happened?
A pyramid fell on his head. Or at least that's what he told us.
He's come off his horse.
Delete, timeout. Anyway, moving on with our lives. You didn't see that?
Silly Daddy. Will he be alright?
No, he's dead.
Of course, your father is as strong as an ox. But I need to go collect him, all right?
Yeah, all the pieces are scattered all across the place and someone needs to like put him together like a puzzle. So it will take a while.
Can't I come too?
No.
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
But that's not an option.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy.
Interesting, right there. Where? Where?
Josephine, it's time to go inside now. Where did Mummy go?
She vanished in thin air. She actually never existed. I'm actually adopted. They found me by the road. What's with all the eyeballs, by the way? This reminds me of the old DeviantArt times when everyone was drawing eyeballs, including me. But, you know, what are you looking for? Anyway. Wait, where am I going in? Oh yeah, I need to like blackmail the guy to let me... What are you doing? Oh, it's the gremlin.
And I can help him again.
I really need to get a better microphone. Did you just eat something? Did you just eat something you picked off the ground? Thomasina! You know you're not supposed to eat. Is he...
Arthur, you won't believe the journal belongs to my father.
He's dead.
He was here in Bewley.
That's not him.
Arthur? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
So he is mind broken. He's
What is it?
brainwashed.
I'm not sure.
He's going to stab me.
Something in the woods.
There's a very weird bird up there.
It will come back to me.
Yeah, and murder you just the same
You
way.
say your father were in Bewley?
No.
Yes. Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Why are you telling this to literally everyone?
Well, I'll be.
Girl, have you never
Let's talk
learned
about
what
it tonight at the
self-preservation
plough.
means? You're not going to show up in the plow, you're going to die before that. But my dream...
That's fine, Arthur. We'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
I hope you just like survive until tonight, honestly. I don't think you will, but I hope he does. Okay, so we need to head over to Phew! Oh, I'm sorry about this. That's another ugly bird. Let's not go into the church. We already know there's nothing to steal there.
Hello?
Is this a ghost? Freaking ghost. Do I have to go after her? I guess. I'm not into ghost hunting, by the way.
Excuse me, sir.
Who are you?
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No.
No, lass. There you up.
Hey up.
Are you Thomasina Bateman?
No. Yeah.
That's my name.
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Why are you so old?
Heavens.
And alive?
I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Why? All you have to do is give me a shovel and show me the grave I need to rob.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm pretty sure that's not him.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to my bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
Oh, so he's not dead, he's dying. Gotcha.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath.
I didn't think he would be that old. Something's kinda sussy.
I've not much go in me these days.
Neither do I. Let me tell you, it's getting a bit lonely. I mean, what?
I'm sorry to hear that.
I didn't say that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I wonder why.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder.
I was pretty sure you were
I
dead.
spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am.
I don't think that's him, though. I seriously don't think that's him.
I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever.
Are you sure it was fever and not you being brainwashed, though? Like, how do we know which is which?
I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvellous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's not like the name is the exact same.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass.
Liar. What was that voice crack? Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure how I sound. I apologize if I sound weird.
What an extraordinary coincidence.
I'm sorry, what do you mean a coincidence? On what planet is this a coincidence?
You are following in your father's footsteps.
And I'm going to end up like him, if not worse.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
You know what? Oh yeah, give him back
Is
the
this
glove.
your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the Plough and Furrow on the night of my arrival.
Ooh, the plot thickens. I really need to clear this. Oh my god, it's dusty. I have like one piece of My Hero Academia merchandise, and like it's getting a bit dusty. I need to like gently pat it so it doesn't collect that much dust. There we go.
Were you there?
No.
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
Then whose glove is it then?
How odd.
With the same bird just passed for like the 15th time in the last 10 minutes.
Can I please have it back?
No, I'm going to check the DNA.
Here.
Thank you.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place.
So, but you were digging it, like you were there in the first excavation, you saw what happened. You saw the guy who unfortunately did what he did, so why are you pursuing this again after 25 years?
My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
But weren't you there? Wait, what? Like, you're not that young. You were old enough to know what was happening back then. What?
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
Maybe Bateman? I don't know. Who does? Not me.
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
A liar! A liar, liar, liar. He's a liar, just like literally everyone else in this entire town. There's the bird again.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure.
Liar!
A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
What do you mean there's literally no way a coincidence like this happens. Freaking no way.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Yes, let's accuse the guy while we're in the middle of nowhere with no witnesses. Like, what's the worst that could happen, right?
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
Oh, I'm very credulous. I don't know what this means, but I am very credulous.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it was 25 years ago, or thereabout.
So you were, what, 50?
Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife.
It has like 5 people living there. What great strife can
Samuel
happen?
Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew.
So we summoned the old gods and started giving them sacrifices. Gotcha.
Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too.
So it was just the contaminated water. I mean, that's what it is. The little stream Lord Pantsless was painting. That's the place that's giving water to the entire village and the entire forest. And the water is contaminated. That's what it is. Because, like, you know what this reminds me of? Of this short story by a very popular author in the country where I grew up. Where I was, you know... Because I've been in a few places, and one of them had this story. Where it was basically this, like, a small village, people kept dying. And then, like, some of the young people said that maybe the well in the church where everyone was getting water from was contaminated. But they were like, oh, you know, well, the priest blessed the water, and you can't say that something on, like, church grounds is cursed. And he was like, no, it's not cursed. It's, like, literally disease brewing in the water. So, people kept dying, and the young people basically like barricaded themselves around the well just to like stop people from getting water. I'm pretty sure a lot of people still died because like they had a lot of the water taken, and it was a very like it didn't have a happy ending. But like, which historical short story has a happy ending? Like, give me one. You can't. So this is what reminds me of. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, would anyone like to make a bet with me? I know I have like 2 or 3 people here listening, watching, whatever. Would anyone like to bet against me? I say the whole plot of the game, or not the whole plot, but this whole subplot with the past where like the land was cursed and disease and everything, I say it was the stream being contaminated. So, you know, if anyone want to bet against me and say that it's either not going to be said ever, like what the resolution is, or I am wrong, you know, we can settle on a bet or something. I'm just saying, I'm willing to bet on this. So you know what, just tell me please. I'm curious to see if you would be willing to, like, to bet against me. And I'm not playing this game off stream, and I'm not researching it, so I'm just going off of what he literally just said. You know, there's not cheating. Mostly because I'm like, if I look one thing about this game, I'm going to look the whole thing, and I wouldn't walk around like a headless chicken. So I haven't researched this at all, but I'm saying this specific plot is linked to the stream being contaminated with something. Maybe even contaminated by Lord Pantsless. But I would just bet it was the stream that was dirty.
People were going hungry, a panic set in.
So, you know, like, let me see if you're willing to think it's something else. And not the stream. I'm going to give you time, like 2 minutes while I sip my monster. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to the game.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow.
It wasn't Hobbs Barrow, it is... Okay, you know what it is? There is something in Hobbs Barrow, it is buried there, and the stream is going through it, okay? And it's basically like carrying some sort of like rot or disease or illness from Hobbs Barrow to the village.
It was long said that a goblin made his home there.
That's what I'm predicting the actual resolution is. Again, I haven't checked this, I haven't researched this, so if anyone has a better idea, I would be, you know, we can think of something together.
A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself.
Can goblins even curse the soil? Is there something goblins can do? I'm not very familiar with like the British folklore up to that depth.
The villagers believe that ridding the Barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash.
So did they like blow it up or something?
My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Yeah.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick.
Yeah, so they either removed whatever was in the water. Maybe it was like something that was decaying, like a carcass that was decaying in the water, making it undrinkable, and it was basically poisoning everything along its way. Or it was something else. You know, like the what was that Dan Brown book? Inferno. Yes. If someone has read Dan Brown's Inferno, first of all, my condolences, because it's not a very good book. But the end is something like this, where you contaminate the main water source with something that like gets in all of the like the world ocean, and you know, within a few days or a few weeks, basically the whole world is contaminated. And I'm pretty sure this is what happened here. There was the stream is going through the barrel, like under the soil. There was something in there that was either rotting or left that was poisoning it. When those guys got in, they removed it from the water, but it either like poisoned them with enough spores to cause like brain damage, or something else happened. Maybe there was like vapors or something. That's what okay. That's what I think happened. I'm pretty sure this is the actual plot of the game. Okay. Okay, let's see again. I'm open to opinions, but I think that's what happened.
The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Yuли were no longer in the grip of dark forces.
It was poisoned water. That's what it was. I'm almost sure. That's what it was.
You must understand. Folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
Okay, so I'm not going to be sacrificed to the old gods. They don't want the old gods to even notice them. They just want nobody to touch it because we might awaken the goblin. Ooh, I'm getting flashbacks.
This does explain a lot.
Does it?
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Well, go and dig then.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrel. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear.
I think what they found has the connection to it, but it's not a curse. It was just like the something buried there, like an animal or a person that was sick, and it was spreading the sickness in the water. Like, I'm absolutely sure that's what it was. And again, I am willing to bet on that.
Coincidence reigns supreme.
Oh, that bird just came back. Weird.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
No.
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
You literally knew your father up until you were the age of like 5. You knew nothing about him.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
Wait, so we know the excavation was 25 years ago, so I'm guessing she's what, 30 something? And then married? Oh, the scandal! Oh my god, Thomasina, you're an old maiden.
What do you make of this strange
I mean, I'm
stone?
pretty sure you're not a maiden, because like, I'm pretty sure you're, like, your boy toy was doing his thing. This did. It's still There we go.
A carving of a cockerel?
It's a cock.
Yes.
And
It
it's a
was strapped
rock.
to my father's journal.
I didn't say that.
Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
No.
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
How do I blackmail him?
Is that so? Keep trying. He'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better
He has a
chance of changing
wife.
his mind than a shaky
He
old
literally
goat like
has a
me.
wife. What do you mean? Do you think I
You
just...
told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I mean, okay, you know what? It's not an issue if you manage to run faster than the guards, so, you know.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times.
The Bakewell Times. Is this like the small local newspaper that nobody
A young
reads?
lady traveling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
I mean, considering Victorian England, right? She's in her early to mid 30s, I would say, because we know her father got that pyramid fell on his head when she was she was not even she was still playing with dolls, but she wasn't 2 or 3 years old. I would say she was like 4 or 5 or 6, maybe even more. And we also know it's been at least 25 years since then, because I'm not sure if her father got, he said the pyramid fell on his head, but I'm not sure if it wasn't the excavation that hurt him. So, best case scenario, 25 years ago she was like 6. So, is she really considered a young lady if she is over 30, unmarried, and in Victorian England? I mean, the only thing I know about Victorian England comes from body strippers, and also a couple of YouTubers who talk about historic clothes, but still.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
Why don't I have the option to just skip
It is
the...
said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin.
You think?
Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story.
Mm-hmm.
But the version my father told me as a child described the Barrow as a thin place.
Oh, so it's just a portal.
The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
It's a gateway. That's what it is.
What is a thin place?
Well, see, Thomasina, it's the opposite of a thick place.
A place where one can walk between worlds.
Yeah, so it's the... Yeah, it's a
Where
gate.
the flesh meets the spirit world.
I'm pretty sure I've read that line in one of those, urban fantasy when one of the love interests is a ghost. I mean, what? No, I didn't say that.
Just superstition, of course, as you all know.
Can I please leave? Why is it making me go
Tell me
through
more about this
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles.
Why would a goblin do this?
Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife.
Oh, that was my hip.
The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place.
What do you mean, why?
My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Sacksnot, he called the creature.
He called the creature a snot?
I recall one such anecdote, that Sacksnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler.
What?
However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this sack's not cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
But why do you wish to excavate the barrow?
I want
He
to
just
see.
said-
My curiosity has grown over the years. Now it's...
I must say, I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself.
The game isn't letting me leave.
I had a peculiar... I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow.
Why does the game force me to look at this dialogue?
I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
a remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that the goblin told me, proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Hey, don't call me gay. I know I'm dressed like a lesbian, but don't call me gay.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria, which goes against everything he ever taught me.
You were 5. You don't exactly remember what he taught you.
Something is wrong here.
Why are you saying this in the middle of nowhere? Like, he can just murder you and bury the corpse.
This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
A grave robber? Simba, remember who you are.
We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman. I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories.
Yeah, because I'm dumb as hell, apparently.
Those lads found in there.
Then go and dig yourself. You just need a shovel. It's not even that big of a place. Oh my god, man.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
You're like 80. What are you trying to
sincerely
achieve?
hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps.
You know, this kind of doesn't match with you saying that you didn't know
Right,
him.
time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the ploughing furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again.
Oh, are you Rick Astley? Because if you
See you
aren't,
soon.
I don't believe you. Okay, yeah, go, leave.
I was starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
Also, she's not completely stupid. She is pretty sure this was not him.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream? What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father? Good day, little one.
Hello, little ghost. Who's a little ghost? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Hello.
Is she about to
What's
hit?
this? A fiddle bow?
Is she about to hit me with that stick?
There's no string. What are you doing out here all alone on the moor?
Is she about to shove this in
Do
her
you
own
live
eyeball?
here?
Child's like, I don't talk to
Would
strangers.
you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes?
How are you going to fix it?
Hey! Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her.
She's not real, Thomasina. She's a ghost.
If memories of my childhood violin lessons serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin. The strings don't vibrate without it.
Okay, I don't think it's here.
I've no desire to lug up.
Let's see. Okay, so I can't go here. Let me see if I can go to the farm, because that guy might have a horse. And then I think I need like horsehair, right? For the string. How did I... Where was the farm? They said head west from the church. Right? It's a rabbit. Great. Okay, west from the church. So it's not here because I'm pretty sure here is Lord Pantsless. Oh no, it's not. Okay, that's fine. There's the child who buried his sister's doll. My eyeballs.
Mummy?
Why are we setting stuff on fire? Why is she burning? Is it letters?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
You literally made a fire in the middle of our front yard.
What are you burning?
Evidence.
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Is it the journal? Can I like touch it? Can I lick the fire?
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Mummy doesn't care, she's busy.
Burn it.
Okay, and?
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Is it just me or does he look older today?
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask.
No.
No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Why do you think this is going to make him let you dig?
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it?
He already knows
I had
that.
no idea he had been here.
You're so dumb,
The
Thomasina.
answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
I mean, he can't really stop me now, can he? Like, I can just like dig through it in the middle of the night, see what's in there, and then just leave with the first train on the next morning. What's going to stop me? Like, purely in theory, what's going to stop me?
I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
But what if I just don't?
In good time.
What if I just don't?
That's a peculiar idea.
Why are you so boring, Thomasina? You useless girl. Okay, let's go back to the village and see what's happening there, I guess. Oh, I apologize for all the yawning. Take it.
This is not mine to take.
Anything is yours to take if you can run fast enough. Here's the goat. This is Satan. Okay, let's go back and see if we can find some way to fix the ghost's fiddle.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the doll back to my sister.
It wasn't very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
Finders keepers, Wally. If they didn't find it in time, it's mine.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
Oh, what are you going to tell him now, that Santa isn't real?
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
God damn it, not again.
There's no such thing as curses either, Wally.
Then what happened to your father then, Thomasina? Can you explain that?
Go away.
Can I get a worm, please?
I shall name you Kenneth II.
Wait, what? Why am I taking a worm? What? Why did you just pick a second worm? What's happening? Okay, can I feed this one to the chickens? At least he would die with purpose, right? Right?
What a peculiar neck.
No, we're not going to keep talking about feet. Come on. Okay. Worm. Worm.
That would be rather cruel to the poor.
You already killed one worm just by keeping it in your pocket while you slept, Thomasina. You have no ground to stand on and say how, oh, you know, it would be cruel to the worm. Why do you have it then, huh? Why are you carrying it in your pocket? What are you going to do with it? That's what I thought. I need to find an animal to steal some hair, so I'm going to guess maybe there would be a horse somewhere here, right?
Good day.
Hey up.
Hey up. Stone, so journal, stone, folklore. Okay,
What do you make of this stone?
the cockstone.
Don't look like out to me.
Don't look like what?
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I need to find a horse to steal some hair from the horse. I'm sorry. Attention. Bewley Station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Midland Railway.
Hello?
Okay, so we can't go in there. Can't go here, can't go here. Let's go back. Where can I go then? I mean, there isn't really that much I can, that many places I can go to. Instead, so the only places that are left are here, and then also going all the way to the right, where I'm going to look for. Okay, this woman's still. It's been a whole day, miss. What are you doing? Oh, I can go see the post people, right?
I certainly don't wish to touch it.
Okay, so there are horses here. Let me see. There's a dog. Okay, let's go. I'm pretty sure there is nothing here. Yeah, there
The road
isn't.
disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
What is this thing here? Like, can you see it? It's like some rocks and a cross or something. She's going to walk back. Okay. Let's go to the post office. Also, I'm sorry for the change in voice, but that's the way I am speaking right now because of my throat. I'm going to need the stronger medication later, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's see.
I don't need to go in there again.
Yes, I do. I need to steal some more.
Mr. Long mustn't be in.
Yeah, he's a vampire. He's somewhere like drinking blood of maidens.
The cross denotes this as the site of a market, or perhaps a site of traditional religious significance.
Okay, so what do I have and what can I do? That's the real question. Because so far today we haven't really done anything. We mostly just listen to dialogue. So I need to convince Mr. Brighton to allow the excavation. We need to investigate the local folklore. So I need to ask everyone about it, and I also need to find a horse to get some hair from. Would Stanley be able to help? Let's see. Stanley, I have a question.
found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally.
Father, Mother Mildred, Miss Tompkins. Miss Tompkins, that's the maid, right? Tell me about my
I've had
father.
some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Why are you telling this to everyone?
Oh?
God, girl, chill. I mean, at least it's not making me listen to all of it.
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
No.
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
No.
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley.
Of course.
But an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Sure. Tell me about...
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
If that's your real
Miss
name.
Behrman.
Tell me about the
I've still not
excavation.
been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so?
Can you give me some blackmail material so I can convince him?
Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
My boobs? Are you saying it would be that easy? Oh!
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
I don't think we will. Okay, so I just need to go to the guy whose farm the Barrow is on and lift my shirt. Got it. I mean, to be fair, it's a no-time strategy, which you just need to make sure, you just need to check to make sure it doesn't work, and it is basically my fault that I didn't check if it works. Because I was like, oh, you know, this is obviously not the type of story where this would work, but you know what? I think I might be wrong. So let's see. It's not here. I think it might be on the other side. We have Lord Pansalis, who is just painting the purple water, which is again contaminated. And then we have to go find the farm and show the guy my father's diary. Or the cockstone. Yes, that would work. Keep walking, Thomasina. Just keep walking, just keep walking. Show him the stone. Just like throw it at him.
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that.
It's a cock. On a stone?
By God.
That was also my reaction. Every time I see a stone with like something vulgar drawn on it, I'm like, oh my God. Who would do this?
Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
It's literally a rock with a cock on it.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realised that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me.
There is no mystery. Here's the thing, though. She doesn't actually believe in the supernatural, right? Which I'm pretty sure there is nothing supernatural happening here. Again, I'm pretty sure it's just like the water. But Thomasina doesn't seem to be able to make up her mind whether she wants to believe or not. Because she's like, oh, I am this cold, logical person. And I don't believe in some like fancy schmancy mysteries. I don't believe in like magic and stuff like this. But then she flips the she goes the other way.
Stared at me seemingly in pity as I stood there in that rolling fog.
That just goats in general.
Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then.
Is it going to be a stone with a cat on it?
As far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
I mean, close enough.
Incredible.
We're getting 2 phallic euphemisms.
A pair.
Pair of spitting snakes.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed.
In your underwear?
I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe.
Wait.
Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Someone is setting me up to die. And you're just going to hand me over to them on a silver platter.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
I can also lift my shirt if that's going to convince you.
A place that is no more than dirt and stone.
Thomasina, you don't believe this, but you believe this, but you don't believe this, but you believe this, but you don't believe this. Make up your mind, woman.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I was going to break into it tonight.
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there.
What were they up to then?
Tongue-tied too, the men were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Yeah, so he was never in Egypt. I'm going to also guess he had a second family here. That's why he lied. Anyway. Whatever.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Are you dumb? Woman, you're supposed to be the smart one in this entire game. What's wrong with your brain?
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason.
There are no single word on there.
Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Is his hand in his pants?
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain.
Promise me you'll be careful.
No, I am just going to go in there guns blazing and set the place on fire, shouting to the gods to kill me. Anyway.
Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Just take me there.
Wait. You're giving me permission to excavate?
Thomasina, don't look at the gifted horse's mouth, girl. Chill.
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
I'm cold.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
I bet you are.
Don't make me regret my decision.
No, sir, no. I need to sit up a bit straighter. I'm sitting like a shrimp.
Take Samuel's stone.
Take Samuel's stone. Samuel what? Oh. Anyway, let us see.
Are you sure?
Why are you being like this, Thomasina? That's what you came here for.
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I'm probably going to die, so you have to take it from my cold, dead hands.
I promise. Thank you.
Liar.
I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I don't think you want to.
I'd rather you don't.
There we go.
No then. I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labor.
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about.
No, they're all working for Lord Pantsless. On his like farm.
Ta-ra now.
He was just like, get the frick out of here.
Like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
I finally had permission to rob the grave.
As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse.
And you believe that? Again, Thomasina, you are 5. I don't think your mother would have wanted to go into all of the morbid details, right? Because you were 5.
Why did you lie to me? To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed.
No, she didn't. You're not like your father at all, Thomasina. You don't have a drop of faith in your body, which means you're always going to be blind to most of the world. Isn't it sad, this life that you're living? Isn't this existence pathetic? Don't you feel empty?
And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
What?
In good time.
So I need to go and find people who are going to work for free because I have no money. Because my boy toy stole them, right? So how am I going to convince people to work for me if I am completely broke. Wait, can I speak to Lord Pantsless and ask him to lend me his young, able-bodied, strong man? Maybe if I promise him my hand in marriage? Although, why is he looking after like a woman in her 30s? Like, why aren't all the maidens in the village? Oh, goddammit, he's gone. Of course he is. I swear, I need a man once in my life, and this is what they do. Disappointing. Okay, let's go to the marketplace. I love how...
Fresh Scotch eggs!
No, thank you. I don't like Scotch eggs. I mean, I've never actually tried them, but they don't look like something I would enjoy.
Freshly picked apples, miss.
Why are they such a weird shade of green?
Would you like to try one on the house like?
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Reminds me of something else. I mean, what? Pie seller.
Can I interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
I have no money.
Mutton pies.
Good day.
Hey up.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
I need to speak. Oh, Miss Tompkins.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
How do I speak with Lord Pantsless? I need to borrow some of his staff.
Hello.
And also I need to borrow his staff. I mean, what?
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Do you think she cares?
Mom?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who?
Who's that?
The milkman.
Oh, I bet you're waiting for the milkman.
Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I mean, you didn't get him his newspaper, you aren't getting him his milk. I'm not going to ask what he does with this milk.
Seen him.
Tell me...
You are in the employ of Lord Panswick?
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, Ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose.
Well, am I making you not wait for him?
Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
She's dead.
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it.
Milked right this morning. I'm not going to say what he's milking, but he's milking it.
I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
Goodbye.
Tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
No.
I will.
Okay, so we need to find the milkman. And then she would be really, really grateful, right? Who's that woman? And once she's very, very grateful, she will convince... She's going to introduce me to... Officially, to Lord Pantsless, right? And then he's going to loan me some guys, right? And then we can go dig up the
road
stream.
Disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's not here then. The question is where? What if I ask Stanley? Because I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I just need to find the milkman.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start an all.
Joe's like, I am going to take this entire jar of sugar one way or another. You just try to stop me. Who's Joe?
Hello?
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace?
No.
There's nought for you here, lass.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea?
All of them.
He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
I don't think he has any right now. This is a candle. Oh, it's a knife.
Goodness me. I can't budge it.
Well, we know who's not the next
Be
Arthur.
careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Who?
Curses.
We have our very own Excalibur. It's all yours if you can pull it out, King Arthur.
Is there something in my room? No. Okay, let's go back. Let us see. You shall listen.
Who is Miss Tompkins?
You shall bow.
A housemaid in the employ of Panswick Manor.
To every
She comes by to
lord
pick up his
in
lordship's
the
weekly paper.
I'm surprised newspapers are available in Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
And he wants me. Currently.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
But I want to meet him.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Okay. Let's try to find him. Because I feel like you didn't even see any gameplay today. It was just
Good day.
X.
Fresh produce.
Exposition.
What have you got for sale?
Waffles.
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things.
Yeah, everyone knows that meat grows on trees.
You're welcome to have a gander.
To have a what?
I'll be sure to browse. Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Okay, let's see how's the postman doing. Nobody here. He had it coming. He had it coming. He only has himself
This appears
to
to be
blame. If you have been there, if you had heard it.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Yes, you are. I bet that you would have done the same.
That's a peculiar idea.
What can I do with the rotten apple? Can I give it to the oh, the goat? Do I want to give the goat a rotten apple though? I think the owner would like disagree with that, but let's try. Maybe the goat is going to speak with human voice and tell me, "Can you stop bothering people, Thomasina? There's nothing for you here," or something like this. You know. Where's my mouse? She's going to say about the goat. Apple with goat.
Hey girl, would you like an apple? The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Well, maybe if you actually give it to her. You're so useless, Thomasina, honestly. Okay, where can we find Lord Pantsless? Let's go back to the cleared forest. Maybe he's going to be there. My leg hurts today and it's not good. You shall listen, you shall bow to every lord in the grey house as you see. Follow the men who kneel down on their knees. You shall hear, you shall see. You shall shiver, you shall cry, for every great crime against our line. We're the head of the game.
The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
Can't you see? You shall
Can't see
hear.
how that will help me.
Well, you can definitely try. You shall hear. You shall shiver.
I've collected some waxy resin.
Now I need to find a horse. Okay, let's...
Hello again.
Why are you so cheerful?
Yes?
Can I...
What do you make of this stone?
It has a cock on it.
Double. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
Farewell.
Okay, we need to find my future husband, the Lord. Silence. On such occasion, please keep silent. You have to learn the true obedience. If you
The water is icy cold.
They told me I must have been dreaming. When power turning into curses. Okay, let's see if we can find the milkman and or his horse, because I need both. Okay, so it's not here.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
You know there's not going to be a train, Thomas. You know, live a bit. Come on. Where have I not been to? And who have I not spoken to? My right hand is itching, so someone is going to give me money. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Is there something in the church, maybe? No. Oh, what's this? Okay, where am I supposed to go? Because I feel like I've mostly covered the whole place, right? I've spoken to everyone I could speak. Should I take to Leonard's shoulder again? Should I speak with him?
Hello again.
He's like, I've never met you in my entire life.
Bateman.
Excavation, Billy himself.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
Oh God. Sorry about this.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence.
You literally did nothing.
When do we start?
Right now. Chop chop.
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Yes, but the guy who is totally looking for a wife and not for a beard is implying all of them, so... How do I...
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
Was it now?
Thank you for your time.
Aye, miss. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Where can I find...
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
Mother Mildred.
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
She what?
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago.
I mean, so do I.
Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Can I sleep then? Can I, like...
I've too much to do today to waste time sleeping.
Well, maybe if we made some progress, we wouldn't be wasting time now, would we?
I don't need to use the filthy lavatories.
Careful, Stanley can hear you. I don't like how she's looking at me. We have the apple cellar.
Good day.
How did you like your apple?
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is. Don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
You literally just did that, though. Okay, so the milkman's not here. Okay, so we just hit the 2-hour mark. So I think for this one I'm going to pause here. Wait, let me just... I think I'm going to pause the game here. And, you know, just like take it... save to... Yes, save. Did this save though? Yes, it did. Okay, that's fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... There we go. So I think I'm going to pause here for the game specifically, right? Medicate myself and rest my voice for a bit. And then I'm going to see what I want to play tomorrow, because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to be streaming tomorrow, and also potentially on Sunday. On Saturdays, sometimes I do 2 streams, so one in like, how to explain it? Some around like a little later than right now, and some what would be for me the afternoon. How you get better fast. See, that's the thing though, I get better, but it doesn't go away completely. It's been going for a month, and I usually don't get colds like this. So I'm just being very, very confused. I hope it goes away for the holidays though. I would say I have things to do for my birthday, but I really, really don't. I don't actually have any plans for that. So I would probably be at, you know, at Mr. and Mrs. at night for Christmas. You know, we'll be crossing the dimensions to visit the parents. And then once I'm back, I would just be chilling for a week. And for my birthday, I'm probably just going to get like some cake for myself. We'll see. And I just hope it goes away, because it's horrible to deal with the stress of the holidays, especially when you're sick. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know. So, yes, we reached a good place, I think, to pause this game. We're making some actual progress, even if most of it was just like exposition, which I don't like, but I think it just had to be done at some point, you know. And I'm just glad we're making progress, because this game can be a bit too much for me personally. But I'm probably going to do something different tomorrow. I still have a few things which I want to catch up on. And then again, there's going to be one in the afternoon for me. And also I think I'm pretty sure everyone here is from the same continent, and we're roughly around the same time zone, give or take 2 hours. So I would say I am going to do something tomorrow around noon/afternoon, and also something around the middle of the night, basically. So, you know, I'm going to be posting about it on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter, because I put a lot of updates and stuff about what I'm doing there. So, you know, keep an eye out for notifications for the stream. And yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Again, it's quite a lot of exposition, but it had to be done. It's a really interesting story, but the main character just had to be very kind of dumb for the story to work. But we're getting there, we are going to progress. And also, you know, the atmosphere is really, really nice. That's really, really cute. That's adorable. And this is also like one of the very few Pokemon which I know. So, you know, this makes me feel like I know the game, which I know I don't. Like, I have no idea how Pokemon work. Also, I'm not trying to give away my age or something, like, just, I was into it back when it came out, and then it wasn't. So, you know, stuff happened, yeah. Anyway, I am going to stop here, get some dinner, because the medication doesn't go on like empty stomach. And then I'm going to try to get my feet even warmer because it's cold. And I don't know much about Pokemon. I love this emoji. Yeah, they're adorable. They're so cute though. Look at them. They're so cute. I would say that the only thing I know is which is my favorite Pokemon, but I don't even know its name, so you know. That's where we are with Pokemon. So, big thank you to everyone who kept me company. I do hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening and have a good night.